Hi, I'm Jean Ferretier, and today I would like to talk to you about how to take orb photos. If you like this video, please press like, and if you would like to subscribe and see when more videos come out, I'd really appreciate that. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video about how to take orb pictures is that I know that there's many sites that have pictures of videos, and I have videos uploaded on YouTube, but that doesn't give you the how-to, and that question has come up, so I'd like to help you be successful in taking orb pictures. So I want to give you some very simple ideas and tips. And so to start with, you need a camera, and your camera has to have a flash. So I'm just going to show you what kind of camera I use. This is just like a plain old Kodak, and this is like a little newer camera because I like to switch off cameras. This one is a Nikon Coolpix. So for your cameras, you want to have just a simple point and shoot camera, and it must have a flash. Another reason for having two cameras is there's those naysayers, and they're saying, oh, it's the camera, there's dust, da-da-da. So when you switch on and off, then you can say, I get orbs on this camera, I get orbs on this camera. In fact, if you'd like, I can take pictures using your camera, and let's see what happens. When I first started taking pictures, my first orb showed up accidentally, or I shouldn't say accidentally, but the awareness of the orb showed up when I was having company. I was so excited. I still remember the day when I got the pictures back and there was a beautiful orb sitting right on my friend's shoulder. And so knowing that I was capable of getting pictures with orbs, I just set out to take lots and lots of pictures and see what would happen. So what I started doing was taking pictures in my bedroom, and I found that to be a very comfortable spot, and I have a beautiful blue wall that's the background, so orbs do show up well there. But it's important to decide where you want to start taking your videos. Now, I have a camera, and people laugh at me because it's like this camera is just like attached right here in my pocket at my hip at all times, because I'm very research oriented in where I can take pictures and where the orbs show. But for our purposes today, I recommend that you find one spot in your house and just take pictures in that area. And so what I do on a regular basis is I take pictures in the morning as soon as I get up, and I take pictures at the very end of the day before I go to sleep. And that way I have a consistent time frame, and I start to build up a communication with the orbs or the energies in the room. And by doing it at that same time, then it just makes it more congruent. It gets you started more easily. And what I do, and this part sounded very, very strange to me, and I felt very foolish doing this, but to increase your chances of having orbs in your picture, you need to invite them in. And you need to say it out loud, something to the effect of, oh, orbs, I would love to see you. Please come so I could see you. And then you take your picture. And when you take your picture, sometimes as soon as you take your picture, you'll see, like in your little screen bit here, as soon as you click, you might see an orb. Or maybe you wait a minute or two, and then you just let it register, like process, go back and look and see if you have an orb. Now, if you don't have orbs, that's no big deal, because they're there. It's your intention, it's your belief that they are there. And there are many times when I go into the room and I will say, I know you're here. Please show up for me. So there are times that I will take pictures and I'll look back and there's nothing. And so what I figured then is that it takes a little bit of time for orbs to, I'm tripping over this word, but I would like to say materialize. It takes energy to start to appear. So what I recommend in that case is take some pictures, see if there's any orbs. If you're not seeing any orb activity, just put the camera down. If it's early in the morning, I usually will go brush my teeth and come back in about 10 minutes and try again. Usually around the second time, orbs start to appear. I just think it takes a little bit of time for them to gather that energy. And also it takes a little bit of time maybe for my intentions to be a little bit more firm. So that is like the basic setup of what to do. And then you go back and you look through your pictures, see if you have any orbs. Even if you don't think you see any orbs on your camera, put them on your computer, because you'll be surprised. Even if you do have orbs and you put them on the computer, you'll be amazed that there'll be even more than what you ever expected. The other thing that is very helpful is that when you are looking at pictures of orbs or your orb pictures on the computer, or if you have them printed out, show them to other people. It's amazing what other people will see in your pictures that you might have missed. Also, it's good to go back after a day or two, because sometimes you'll have looked at your pictures and maybe you've seen maybe one orb or two orbs. But when you go back and you look again, there might be 3 or 4 more that were not there the first time. Don't question it. Just be happy. So I hope you find this helpful, and I will hope to have some more videos with some more tips. And thank you for joining me. Bye.